Welcome to another great episode of Wealth for Generations. We're on episode number 57. Man, we are getting up there. Oops, I forgot to start my live on Instagram. We were getting up there, man. We were getting up there. Episode number 57. How we doing today, guys?
Fantastic.
Doing
Blessed.
great. Awesome. And like I said, I always say I'm feeling great every time we're in here because I feel like we're doing something, man. And today, like, really felt really good today because I drove into the parking lot and I was just like, damn, we full right now.
Right?
I walked into the front office. I was like, damn, we got a lot going on, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm about to say, Jimmy. You know what we doing, right, Jimmy? What we doing, Jimmy? You know what we doing? We building, boy. And it's a wonderful feeling. It's
Yes.
a wonderful feeling, man.
Always.
But let's get into the show. Let's get into some introductions real quick. We got first and foremost my engineer of all engineers, the jolly brown giant, Mr. Jimmy. You say you're doing quite swell today, sir?
Yeah.
Is it just as hot up there as it is down here?
Yeah.
They say heat rises.
Yeah.
Do you like men?
No.
Okay, just testing. There's a lot of yeahs right there.
Yeah.
And to my left, we have Mr. the one and only superhuman hustler, Mr. Frank the Tank. No problem. How we doing today, sir?
Man, feeling grateful, blessed, glad to be here.
Awesome. Jimmy, why are you messaging me when you right here, bro? You right there. Oops. That's Jimmy. He over here messaging me on my Instagram live and he's sitting next to me. Hey man, I thought we talked about this. It was Munster cheese, wasn't it? Not blue cheese.
I told him I commented on his thing. I said he smell like blue cheese and Doritos.
That's pretty bad.
I know.
That is a bad combination.
that's not that good. Yeah.
Well, how we doing today, Mr. Tank?
Hey, we're doing fantastic.
Doing
It's
fantastic.
been a beautiful day.
It has been, man.
Even with the slightly gray cloud
Right.
outside, the wind's blowing, which is different for Arizona.
And to be
here,
honest,
but,
too, when I first opened the garage, though, I felt that humidity first, and I was kind of, yep. The garage door opened, and I was like, oh, humidity. And then, but what you said though, as soon as I got out of the garage,
yeah,
I felt that breeze. I was like,
kind of give you a different outlook. You know what I mean? Because sometimes in life we get hit with like something that doesn't feel right instantly, and we sometimes turn away.
Right.
But all you had to do was walk through the garage and was like, man, the wind's blowing. I'm alive. I'm well, and it changed your whole
Right.
perspective of just it's hot and humid.
Yeah.
To
That's a good
still
way to
gonna
look
be a
at
great
it.
day.
Yeah. I wasn't even really looking at it like that, but
Sometimes we just
sometimes you
gotta
got to
push through.
fight through your fears, even though it wasn't necessarily fear, but
Right.
you got to fight through that negativity to be more positive on the other side. Yes, that's a gem right there. That's a gem. So today we have a really good show today. We're gonna do it a little different though. Normally I'm up here just kind of dropping knowledge and stuff like that, trying to do my best to help you guys out with gems and knowledge and bringing in people, letting you know their journey in their fields and the type of stuff we got to do and endure as entrepreneurs and businessmen, side hustlers, or whatever it is that you do. But before we get into the steak and potatoes of it, we got to do one of my favorite segments that I always love to do, and that is the Health is Wealth segment. The Health is Wealth segment is brought to you by Jessica Marrero and Christina Rose as Elevated Souls. They say we're here to elevate your souls. You can contact them at elevatedsouls@gmail.com, or you can hit them on the phone at 480-269-2649. And one more time, because it is that, you got to get that cool spelling. So for the email, it is ELIVE, ELIVE, the number 8, D, souls, SOULS, if you guys want to email them, or you can hit them up on the phone, 480-269-2649. So let's see what Jess has for us today on the Health is Wealth.
Buckroot.
Buckroot? What is buckroot? Why, you cheating? You looking at my outline over there? I ain't got no buckroot. We got the health benefits of hemp seeds. Yes, the hemp seed. Are you guys familiar with the hemp seed as far as health consumption, not just what you hear on the streets?
Right. Hemp is a great product that has been kept away from for a while, but I'm glad that it's starting to get out more, especially when it comes to the healing of our bodies.
Yes, definitely. Almost forgot. I gotta boom, there we go. I was supposed to send this out to Jess. She wanted to watch the show live today. Oh, she is watching the show. Oh, Jimmy. Sorry to interrupt myself, but I almost forgot. Jimmy, how's the sea moss going?
Almost gone.
It's almost gone?
Yeah.
How's it tasting? Didn't you say you took? I thought I almost forgot to say it on air, but I think you told me. Didn't you say you let somebody try it or something like that?
Yeah, they liked it a lot.
They liked it a lot. They liked it a lot. Elevated Souls.
So what form of sea moss is this?
Gel.
Yes, it's a sea moss gel.
Okay.
So my lady Jessica of Elevated Souls, she makes a sea moss gel, homemade by hand. It's a no, it's not a trifecta, but it's a it's a miracle gel, man. It's got so much packed in there. I used to have this guy up. So she originally started as Moss Boss, but her and her business partner were they started off separately. So they were doing Moss Boss and Legendary Rose. And it was just the idea to kind of like, oh, let's collaborate, partner up sometime, or not partner up, but like, do some events together. And things just went so well. So they were like, you know what, let's actually just merge.
Okay.
So I don't put this up anymore because technically there is no more Moss Boss.
Okay.
It's only Elevated Souls. But this is everything that's in every batch. So this is the base of every one, and then she flavors it.
Okay.
So it's not just gel. There's a lot of people out there that's getting into the game and they're just doing straight up sea moss gel, unflavored, and just selling it like that and letting you do whatever you want with it. But she, yes, full spectrum sea moss. She's hooking me up with some special words over here.
Nice.
Full spectrum sea moss. And yes, I showed him the old list. It's got the ashwagandha, burdock root, all that stuff on there. So yeah, it's a really good product though. Have you ever tried it before?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer of the sea moss.
Oh, awesome.
Natural things. Family comes from Jamaica, so a lot of those herbs and things like that to really heals our body.
Yes.
The earth is made up of everything that can heal us.
It is.
So,
it is.
Sea moss is one thing that is absolutely amazing. The 92 minerals that are part of our 108, I think, is what's in our body.
Yeah, I think it's like 108, something like that.
One of those crazy numbers, but to have 90% of that in something that
in one thing
you could take every day, and it's not bad. It
No.
makes you feel good. It changes your perspective.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie.
Skin.
There's a lot of people that aren't down with just the straight up gel. I don't blame you. Look, if you don't like seed tasting stuff, it's cool. But that's why I just took it the step up. She added the extra bladderwrack, ashwagandha, and burdock root, and then she flavored it though too for those people who are like, I don't want to take it straight, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm not eating it straight. Like there's people out there that just take a spoonful straight and are you that you get down like that?
I can, but it's
like if you need to, like if you
yeah,
I probably could, because it is just a tablespoon. You know what I mean? It's like taking a shot.
Yeah.
But
well, I remember back in the day when everybody talked about apple cider vinegar and lemon juice.
Yeah.
I was taking a shot of that every morning.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And then I started mixing it with warm water and lemon juice.
Yeah.
And drinking it like it's like a hot tea.
Yeah. I was doing that. You talking about like during COVID time and stuff like that?
Before COVID, I was doing that when they talked about for like weight loss and helping you detox your body. So it was something that I did for years, and it did.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I didn't really realize that. Yeah. I did. I mean, I've done it before COVID, but I've really had the main mentality of the mucus for it. So like whenever I felt like mucusy nasally, I would do like warm lemon water and honey and a little bit of honey. And yeah. So gems right there, y'all. If you're paying attention, some holistic gems right there.
All right.
But let's get into the hemp seeds. Or what about you, Jimmy? You got any experience with hemp seed in your diet at all?
Nope.
No? All right, man. Well, here's some news for you, some knowledge. Let's see what's going on. We got many people consider hemp seeds a superfood. They have a they have a rich nutritional profile and provide a range of health benefits such as protecting the brain, boosting heart health, and improving skin conditions. Although hemp seeds come from the cannabis sativa plant, they do not produce a mind-altering effect. These small brown seeds are rich in protein, fiber, and healthy fatty acids, including omega-3s and omega-6s. They have antioxidant effects and may reduce symptoms of numerous ailments, improving the health of the heart, skin, and joints. Hemp seeds offer a nutty flavor and are a wonderful addition to nearly any meal or smoothie. One of my favorites, actually, you don't have to go this route, but what I like doing, we have salad nights sometimes at my house, and I like throwing the hemp seeds on my salads. I ain't gonna lie, that's probably the most time I use it. But if there's anybody out there that's looking for a cheap little homemade weight gaining thing, I made a little thing back in the day. Only thing is you have to use it right away. You have to use it like when you blend it. It was flaxseed, hemp seed, oats, and what was the other one? I believe there was a fourth one, but it was like oats, flaxseed, hemp seed, and I would blend it all up to a powder and make that.
Chia seeds?
Yep. It was chia seeds.
Yeah.
And chia seeds. And I blended it all up to like a fine powder, and then I used that as my protein for my protein shakes. And that was it was working on point. But I just got tired of doing it because it's an extra step. Because you got to use the flax seed. If you don't use the flax seed right away, the extra oils in the flax seed or something like that can mess up that whole. I forget exactly what it is, but you can't let it sit too long or something like that. So, have you ever incorporated hemp seeds into your diet?
Not recently, no.
No. Sound interesting at all to you, Jimmy? You need some skin, heart, joint health, or anything like that?
No, I mean,
you sure? I mean, you're 7'8". You probably gonna have something wrong with your knees sooner or later, and you play basketball. You 7'8" and you play basketball.
Bro, like 6'2" on a good day.
He's just being modest.
But I will say if the hemp seeds are something that you can take for internal effect, because I've done a lot of hemp, like the creams, because I survived a motorcycle accident, so I have lots of joint issues, and the hemp cream has been the one thing that's always helped me. Besides, 1-to-1s with THC and then the hemp. So
yeah, and don't sleep on the CBDs and stuff like that either.
Yeah,
that is very helpful. That whole plant is very helpful, but it's been painted as a bad thing for so many years. Do a quick little shameless plug right here. I got my watermelon juice. You know where this came from? Guess where this came from?
The kitchen.
Elevated Souls.
All right.
This is Elevated Souls. This is actually, unfortunately for you guys, this is a special order because I don't really like too much pulp in my watermelon juice. So I got a special order, but you guys can get your fresh pressed juice or you can get fresh pressed juice from Elevated Souls. Remember the email or the phone number. Reach out to them and you can hit them up. Do you mess with any fresh pressed juices at all?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got any favorites, or you just kind of?
I've been experimenting.
Oh, you making your own?
Yeah, just doing my own.
Nice.
Because juicing and H3O2 and getting the right minerals into our body is, like I said, big thing for me. So I've definitely wanted to do the watermelon challenge and do more of those things. So yes, absolutely.
Definitely. Awesome.
It's nice to know that Elevated Soul's there to make it easier on me.
Yeah, man. I'll have to hook you up with some samples or something like that. They got the juices. They got the sea moss. She usually has 4 different flavors of the sea moss, and then the juices kind of differ because it's kind of seasonal sometimes too. Sometimes she makes certain mixes and stuff like that. So you got to reach out to them to figure that out. But I know watermelon's popping right now, so you probably can get some watermelon combinations or watermelon juice. But we're going to keep it rolling into the next segment of the show, and that is going to be called Asking the Masses. And this week, I only asked one question, but I think it's a pretty good one. So the question this week was, you get to only choose one of three options. Do you want gas prices to stay from 2020? Or do you want the average rent the same as 2020? Excuse me, sorry. Or do you want grocery prices the same as 2020?
Grocery prices.
And just to be honest, I just picked a random year. I don't really know the exact differences. Just to be safe. I'm just saying, would you rather have stuff? Which one would you rather be cheaper?
Okay, are we
than it is now.
Early 2020, or are we talking later 2020?
See, that's what I was saying. I'm like, I know somebody out there because originally I put 22, I think, and then my lady was like, you do realize that at a point in 2022, the gas prices were lower than the gas prices now. I was like, oh yeah, shoot. Well, maybe if I go 2 years back, I'll be safe. So now I'm doing the disclaimer to make sure I'm extra safe. I did just pick random year. My actual question is, if you had to pick, which one would you pick to be cheaper than it is now? Since we've had so much changes. What'd you say, Jimmy? You see, already threw yours out there, right? You said groceries?
Yeah.
Why you pick groceries?
Because it's cheaper.
Yeah, but everything would be cheaper if you picked it. Because you ain't got no car.
Groceries is outrageous right now, though.
Groceries are a little ridiculous. Especially for people like my household, man, because we do a lot of organic. And they add like an extra $2 for each letter.
Right.
Like you can get this apple for 97 cents, or you can get this apple for $4.99. It's like, God damn it. Ah, shit. I guess we don't. Kids, we sharing 2 apples for dinner tonight. All right. But let's see. You got an answer for us, Frank?
Man, and you said the other one was, you said
we got gas prices, average of rent, or grocery prices.
I think I'm still gonna have to go with the groceries, man. Just
groceries.
That's like you said, that's part of our survival. Everybody's got to eat, and
right.
And that was one of the big things that has been difficult lately. Is that price?
Yeah.
Without assistance
that
people can get.
Yeah. Seriously, though,
some places wouldn't even wouldn't have food because you'd be too worried about your rent and everything else. Part of our health is what we put in our body. So if we could get that a little lower, I think, people would be healthier, which would mean they would go to work and be able to pay for the
right
rent and the gas.
And then we wouldn't have this work shortage.
Right.
That we have. We have a work shortage, but then we have people saying there's no jobs.
That's a tough.
Yeah. But I think I would go with rent, man. Just because I'm a finagler. And I feel like I could finagle something with groceries. Okay. I mean, I've been finagling with groceries. I've been trying to figure it out.
Around for a long time.
Trying to finagle groceries.
Groceries.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it is a big one, but
you said for the masses. So if we're looking at the big picture
for everybody, yeah, this is for the masses. So,
I mean, you're right.
I think I think I would say rent then if we're talking about the masses.
Well, especially from then to now, because it has went up quite a bit.
Yeah, because I think I'm like with taxes and shit, I'm paying like pretty much like 2.
Yeah.
That's
now is that ridiculous. A house or is that like?
Yeah, it's a house. It's a 3.
Okay.
3 house.
Because like I've seen people try to go get apartments now, and they're as much as a house was.
Yeah.
In 2020.
Yeah.
For like a 2-bedroom or a 1-bedroom, people are
Yeah, I still feel like I'm fairly lucky.
Yeah, blessed.
Where I'm at.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Being able to pay 2 at where I'm at, and the fact that it's a somewhat of a newer house. You know what I mean. It's not it's not. I don't think it's older than me. The house. You know what I mean.
right.
And I've definitely been there. Definitely been there. Don't want to go back down that road. But we had a couple people on the enters of net. They answered too. We had Patrick. Patrick went with rent as well. Let's see who else. Who else? We had Jess. Jess. Oh no, she just corrected me. She's like, gas prices are better now than last year. So I changed it. I fixed it. Oh, she said C, which is groceries. So she agrees with you, groceries. And then you said, so I'm outnumbered then. Everybody wants groceries. Because you said groceries too, right? All right. Groceries it is then. I guess asking the masses, we would have less the prices would go down for groceries. I mean, that's all good though. It's all good. I would just hustle some groceries. Figure it out, you know. But let's go into the next segment, which is the one I've been kind of anxious about. This is the wealthy wisdom for the day. We're gonna be talking about what's going on, AZ. So. I don't know if you guys have heard, but we are kind of in a little bit of a water crisis out here. You guys heard about that at all?
I have not.
No, you haven't. Oh man, have you
Well, I
heard?
mean, I guess social media has shown that people are looking for water. I went into Sam's and I realized how much they're like stocking up on waters.
Mm-hmm.
So like I start to think like back in 2020 when you start seeing them putting loads and loads of water, and you're like, all right. So to actually hear that we're officially in a water crisis, definitely piques my interest just
Yeah.
because of our
So
water
it's
system here for Arizona.
it's on a different level
Okay.
than providing the water at the grocery store.
All right.
I mean, it does trickle down and affect that, but this is going back to so basically the Colorado River elders, which is where we get our water from.
Okay.
We have so much water here already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when we deplete what we have and we need more, that water is coming from the Colorado River.
Okay.
So that's like our natural source of water for Arizona. So the elders are currently rationing it out because supposedly there wasn't enough snow and it's been getting warmer, which is true. Snow hasn't been as much as heavy and it is getting warmer. But there's a late, great, non-American, but American-made icon I'd like to quote right now. All I have in this world is my balls and my word, and I don't break them for no one. And that is Mr. Tony Montana. And that's what he said. But I say that because according to the Arizona Department of Resources top secret records, they assembled their crew and they went down to talk to these elders, right? And they talked about the agreement that they had from over a century ago. So supposedly we had an agreement with these Colorado elders who I don't really know who they are. So they're just going to be the Colorado elders, whoever's in charge of this river and the rationing out the water. So our crew, our Arizona Department of Resources, they went down. They was like, yo, what's up, elders? Like, y'all had an agreement with us. Century old agreement, 100 years agreement. Like, we supposed to be getting so much water. And they're like, and basically,
they just shook their shoulders.
they're like, yeah. They're like, so you gonna keep your promise or you gonna keep your word? And they're like, nah. The elders was like, nah, y'all get this a little bit. Move on now. So, with all that being said, Arizona has its hands tied, but this summer, in a sweaty, anxious, panicky haste, cities started offering incentives to residents in an effort to reduce water use. Have you heard about that at all?
Yes, I have. Actually.
Yeah. Is it all kind of coming? You're like, oh shit, I have. So that must. Did you hear about that at all, Jimmy?
It all ties back in together.
Mm-hmm.
So because I have heard them say cutting down on your water use. In my neighborhood, we have an HOA.
Yeah.
And I got one of those letters in the thing that says
Oh,
if you're
yeah.
gonna water really early in the morning or late at night, but try not to water during the day. So,
Well, you got caught or something like that?
no,
Or it was just a
they're
notice?
just announcing it to the
Oh, just a
neighborhood.
notice. Yeah.
So they're just, if there is a water shortage and they're trying to not have you
Yeah.
water your plants because there is, they're sending out these different small messages to the public.
Exactly. You Putin over there? Sounded like he was Putin over there. But yeah, definitely. But they're actually stepping it up. Over the summer, they started offering rebates and incentives for you to like change up your lawn and stuff like that. Okay. So Chandler, particularly, I have some of what the cities are doing, not all of them. Chandler offers a number of rebates and incentive programs, including a $200 rebate. The East Valley is also offering rebates for replacing grass and using smart irrigation. Gilbert is offering up to $800 for removing your grass. Peoria is participating too. Didn't see any estimated numbers, but it said rebates for high efficiency toilets, smart energy or smart irrigation, and tree planting, which I don't even know. Anybody got a bone? No, I don't know. Tree planting. If you know what that is, maybe you should get it done if you live in Peoria.
Is that where you go around and you see those trees painted white at the trunk?
Oh, it might have been a typo. It said panting on the website, but it might be painting.
I mean, I've been in some of those neighborhoods where like you see the trees all painted white, like at the base. I guess it's to keep in moisture or something.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
a farmer one time on a delivery.
Maybe that's what it is. And I think they do actually do that
during
a little bit more in
Peoria
area.
To not have to use as much water because whatever that paint is, it like keeps the moisture
inside of it.
Yeah.
So there you go, Peoria people. Get the bottom of your trees painted white, and you get a rebate. I don't know. It doesn't say how much, but you got to look it up. Do your due diligence. For Scottsdale rebates. Oh, this was the interesting one. Scottsdale rebates for turf removal, $2 per square foot, up to $5,000 total. And then they're also going to be implementing. Starting in August. So starting now. They are banning grass landscapes in the front yard of any new homes. So if you already have your home or whatever, but I do believe this is for new builds. So any new builds in Scottsdale, no more grass landscapes in the front yard. It is forbidden. And then if you are out there and you do have grass in your front yard, get $2 per square foot, up to $5,000 to remove that. So check into that. We got Tempe. Tempe offers rebates as well. No actual numbers, but turf replacement, desert plants, high efficiency toilet, gray water recycling. You can get rebates on all that. You can go to new.azwater.gov if you want to find out more information on that about your particular city. I just did a little quick run through on there and what they had for me available real quick. But just make sure you do your due diligence if you want to take advantage of these incentives and rebates. Okay. I'll tell you again one more time. That website is new.azwater.gov. And you can check it out and see if your city is offering any water incentives or rebates. You're going to check out, where are you, Levine, right? You want to check out Levine, see if they got anything going for you guys?
I might have to.
Do you own it?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I would check it out. I mean, we need it too. I mean, not even just because of right now, just in the long run, we're a desert. We don't really need all that green and stuff. I mean, we kind of do, but
I think they did a program like this a few years back.
Oh yeah.
Like when I had first moved out here, and I started looking into houses, they were like, "Hey, check out," because if you buy a house that has grass, sometimes they'll remove it
Mm.
and do a desert landscape so you don't have to water.
Yeah, yeah.
So, because I come from the Midwest where we had to cut grass.
Yeah, you
all
got to
the
take
time.
care of your grass and all that. Yeah, because
You
that's how
get
my brother
fines for
is.
not cutting your grass.
No, that's how my brother is. I'm like, but my brother wanted his little patch, so he wanted like that's his thing. You know, he wanted it. But every time I go over it, I'm just like, you got grass? I ain't got no grass. I got all rocks in my front yard. Only thing that sucks for me though is I got I think it's a mesquite tree that has the little yellow flowers.
Yep.
Those little ones, man. It just sucks when they start to fall, because then my whole yard is get that dirty mustard yellow look, and then the HOA is on me. They're on me for that one. I've been hit with that one once or twice, unfortunately. I get busy sometimes, HOA. Shit. And my dude's religious, man. Like every week he's rolling through. Every week. He's doing his job. Thankfully.
Right.
So we're gonna go into the second part of this segment of the wealthy wisdom. So that was a little bit of some possible, I guess, kind of hustle, a little bit of way you can make a little money for yourself in the near future. But this next part, we're going to be talking about something that you want to talk with your children with, and kind of thinking about, the future and longevity and that wealth for the next generation. Oops. Okay. Yeah, for the next generation. So now we're going to be talking about, so what's going on, ASU? And this is kind of interesting. I think everybody might find this kind of interesting. So first and foremost, if you're near my age and went to elementary school here, then you may remember being taught that the state's economy is based on 5 C's. Oh, no, you only did. 5 C's. It's cattle, copper, climate, cotton. Wait, I counted wrong, didn't I? Cattle, cotton, copper, climate, and citrus are the 5 C's, our basic, the main things we make income off of as a state. Those are our 5 things, which worked pretty darn well for the first like 100 years or so. But the 21st century requires something different. Our powers that be uh, believe that we need coders and engineers in Arizona to stay competitive and resilient. While preparing for whatever type of shocks the future may have in store, Governor Doug Ducey and the state legislature have funded a plan for the state's 3 universities, a super special comeback attack move to attract high-tech industry, drive job creation, and make Arizona families prosperous. Make Arizona families some moolah, some wealth. So basically, real quick, just to revamp, ASU, or not ASU, the universities, Governor Ducey and the legislature, they decided to start a program that is going to focus on engineers in our universities, because the 5 C's that we've been making money off of, they're becoming kind of obsolete. There's a lot more vegans in the world. There goes cattle. Hemp is coming back. There goes cotton. Copper's probably going to be the strongest one, and citrus is probably going to be the strongest one, and it's too damn hot. It's getting too damn hot. It's getting too damn hot. So, I mean, northern Arizona might be holding on for a little bit longer, but this southern Arizona shit, man, we full and it's hot. Don't come no more. But yeah, so the new program, it's called the New Economy Initiative. Its goals are to create 40,000 new high-wage jobs by 2041, increase economic output to 6.9 billion by 2032, and double the return on the state's investment by the same year. That's pretty crazy right there.
Yeah, it is.
Double that shit in the same year.
In the same year.
So so again, listen up, all you parents out there with the kids who aren't really the most popular but really smart, or your kid that kind of keeps themselves or always building something or dissecting something, not destroying, dissecting, not destroying. those engineer type kids, those technologically gifted kids, they said are 3 states and universities. But this is what I found out about ASU on their site.
Okay.
So I'm gonna break it down a little bit for ASU. It'd probably be way too long for me to go through all the colleges. But ASU, and since we're here, we out here in PV, so Tempe is right down the street. Well, not right down the street, but anyways, ASU is shifting and looking forward to putting more focus on building the foundation of the state's future economy. They're doing this with a wonderful thing called the NEI. I don't know about you guys, but I think abbreviations always sound better.
Yeah.
Instead of saying that out the whole time. So I'm gonna just try to keep it to the NEI.
Okay.
But abbreviation has to have 3 or 4. 3 or 4 or it doesn't work. But the NEI is an ASU program focused on becoming America's next high-tech hub through science and technology education and partnerships. The new NEI is putting AZ at the forefront in high-tech sectors that create jobs and push for prosperity. They will be focusing on areas such as advanced manufacturing and materials, advanced communication technologies, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, automation and robotics, digital media, virtual and augmented reality, big data, and more. So all you parents out there with kids nearing college and want them to stay close to home, let them know about all this stuff, because right around the corner, man, these doctors, lawyers, they're not going to be at the top of the food chain no more.
No, they're not.
Next thing you know, I mean, it's already going that way if you guys haven't caught on. I mean this in the most respectful way possible. But how many foreigners and Asian kids do you see becoming engineers and stuff nowadays? Like a lot.
A lot.
Sometimes you got to follow trends a little bit, 10, 20 years ago, all them international kids and Asian kids and stuff like that, they were what? Coming to be doctors and lawyers because that's where the money was. Now they're switching it up to the technology, video gaming, engineers, building robots, all this stuff.
Especially with AI coming out
Yeah.
hard right now.
Yep. So
and being that now they're doing this coding,
mm-hmm.
And then cybersecurity, that's been all over.
Yeah. Cybersecurity is going to be
media,
oh man,
they're telling you, no, you don't need anything. Just come and we'll tell you what to do. Like people that, like you said, that are quiet, maybe not know, that have that technological mind.
Mm-hmm.
And these are things for you.
Yes.
Don't think that the world's not for you, because there's always something for you.
Yeah, definitely,
And
definitely.
especially because these kids, they're going to be our next wave.
Mm-hmm.
So allow them to show them that, hey, you can go do whatever you want.
Yes.
And now that there's programs to help, especially with that program, and Arizona also has to go along with that, the Arizona Promise.
I'm not familiar with that. What's that?
Yeah, people look that up. The Arizona Promise is if they graduate from an Arizona high school, I think it has to be higher than a 2.4. They can go to like ASU, AU,
Really?
free.
Oh,
It's called the Arizona Promise.
You want to go to university then?
Huh? I think I have a 2.9.
Yeah. So
well, you better look into that.
I can look at it right now. My GPA right now.
Get to you can go to ASU.
Yeah.
There's a
I'm gonna read my GPA out loud.
They got a West Campus on what is it again? Like I want to say like 60 something in Thunderbird. That's not that far, right? I mean, it's kind of far, but it's not super far. It'd be better than you trying to get all the way to Tempe.
My current GPA is a 2.92.
Oh snap! What you doing, man? You got a late assignment? Get that extra 0.8 in there. Is that what it is? You said
I think it's
0.92?
astronomy. Yeah, I just have one missing assignment.
You didn't know.
No, I did it.
You didn't know if you were a Sagittarius or a Cancer?
There you go.
I'm a Pisces.
What is this? The Arizona Promise Program will provide tuition and fees, including college fees, mandatory student fees, and the Barrett Honors fee to qualifying students for up to 8 full-time. For up to eight full-time consecutive fall and spring semesters, as long as students continue to meet renewal criteria. You want this website? You interested in it?
Yeah, send it to me. Send it to me.
It's tuition, ASU, or actually for everybody. I'm sorry, for everybody, anybody that's interested. You can find out more information at tuition.asu.edu. And that's a good one. I didn't know about that one. But with that being said, too, if anybody out there knows anybody that is in this field, Wealth for Generations is all about what Frank was just saying. I want to show all those kids that I just was talking about, those quiet kids, those kids that feel like they don't fit in, stuff like that. You do. You just don't fit in with that group. Fit in with this group. There's a group for you.
Fine.
And I want you to know that they're out there and you can do what you want to do as far as a profession. If you want to sit there and build Legos and play with Legos and build stuff, you could do that all day and have fun and get paid handsomely for it. And I want to try to bring on any adult that is already in something similar that can come speak on it. I don't even care if you own the business or not, because right now this is a great move. I feel like this is a great move for our state and the universities. So I just want to help put it out there. I know I try to focus on entrepreneurship and independence and business stuff like that, which you can still do. You can still spawn off from this and do that. But at this moment, I'm putting it out there. Anybody that's related, I want you to come in and just shed some more light on the subject and let people know what they can do with this type of knowledge and these type of degrees that they're going to be setting up and having what kind of opportunities are there, because I know there's some, but I don't really know. I'm not that deep into that world, to the technological world like that. But like you said, like the cybersecurity, I know that's only reason I know that that's got to be big is because of just where we're going technologically. Like cybersecurity is a huge thing already, and then we already have a problem with identity theft and stuff like that as a nation. So it's only makes sense that that's going to get bigger and bigger. And AI, they mentioned AI as well, which is on a crazy rise right now. Crazy rise. So,
but these companies will pay, like, I just say, look at like what we do already. We look at screens, we look at our laptops, we play games, but these companies will pay you to do the same thing you're doing now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that's crazy that people get really get paid to play video games. That is like the craziest thing ever.
Why not?
Be a video game developer
and make some money and do what you love to do. When back in the day we used to always say, "Hey, you can't make no money doing that."
Yep.
Well, now they have found a way to do it,
and you can actually they got to the point where there's leagues, and you can literally get
there's a 2K
get money for just it's becoming a sport.
Have you heard of that? The 2K leagues?
I think I've vaguely heard of it. I feel like they wear bowling shirts.
No, the NBA 2K league.
Right? I mean, they're not real bowling shirts, but I thought you were talking about like a gaming league. I feel like there's some kind of gaming league or something out there that's like something K or something like that.
Oh, you're talking about like FaZe and stuff? No, that's the clan. But they, LeBron James.
But am I wrong though? No, like they kind of look like bowling shirts.
They do. They have like whole teams, and like they'll have different game tournaments. I've actually I had a buddy that went on a gaming bus. Played. They were doing a new game, like a fight night or something.
Yeah,
and they brought the top ranked people that were from online playing, and they all met up and went at it. So it's pretty cool. Like it's something that's been growing. So it's awesome to know that the world's changing to what's now instead. Of then. So the things that
fortunately, but unfortunately, the elders are finally letting go a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, or they're just
not that they have to, that they're letting go, but it's just there's so much change in the world. Like we always go to collect our nuggets from our older generations because they've watched the change. But then just like they've always said, the kids nowadays are smarter than we'll ever be because of what is now.
Yeah.
So you think about talking to somebody that was from the 50s and 60s and ask them, how much change have you seen?
Right.
Versus what we see every day.
Right.
And realize why they hold on to them so long.
Yeah, man.
Those days are disappearing.
We're gonna be getting there soon enough, too, man.
Right.
I ain't ready for it. I'm gonna keep taking those compliments like Jimmy.
Yes.
You're what years old? What? But so darn, I totally lost where I was. All you parents out there with the kids, you know, who you think might be interested in engineering, building, and stuff like that, because the doctors and lawyers are not gonna be at the top. That's where I was at. They're not gonna be at the top of the food chain no more. But it's gonna be the engineers. The engineering and engineers are gonna be the new millionaire making industry.
Yup.
Unless you're a doctor flipping the scripts in Florida, but we ain't gonna talk about that. What? I mean, it's true.
I got bras in
Then the NEI will be building on ASU's role as a catalyst for economic growth and resilience by driving accessible, high-quality education to help boost the future's workforce and innovative research that helps to attract, grow, and retain high-tech enterprises.
Speaking of growing, we gotta go to break.
We do?
Yeah, we're
Why you gotta
46 minutes in.
minutes in.
46 minutes.
Oh, okay. We can go to break then. Do it then. Break yourself, fool. Break yourself.
Break yourself.
Because they try to
Welcome. A couple things.
has and bag everybody.
Welcome back.
Jaden Smith
Welcome
and the
back.
crib overstepping his boundaries.
Jimmy's over here venting about Karate Kid.
Look. I like Jaden Smith. Got to stand with our brother. You know what I'm saying? If he were through that hat up, everybody would have came. You know what I'm saying?
You think you can beat up Jaden?
I'm just saying he wouldn't have got jumped if he threw that hat up, and everybody would have came from over the wall.
My only real question though is like, why he like literally posed for a hot second before he threw that hat. He threw the hat. He was like, hold on. And he was like, like he straight up posed for a minute and like,
oh, we gonna do this? Hey, that
boy, hey, he was like Captain America calling for the Avengers. Assemble. Or the Justice League. This came from air, water, and sea.
Hey, but like I said before on social media, I do not condone those actions, but goddamn, it felt good to watch.
It felt great to watch. They came in like the Justice. One dude swam in.
The swimmer? The swimmer.
My.
All I know is like I said, I don't condone it.
You condone that
swimmer,
though.
When I saw a dude swimming in the water, no lie, I stood up. I had my phone. I was like, is he? I know he ain't swimming all the way across that water just to break up a fight right now.
Boy, we got more.
That boy. Hey, I
that was a Wakanda moment
made about that young man.
Yeah, and then that too. He was like 16, 17 or something like that.
Somebody made a whole song already about that. And part of the song is said, I don't care what y'all said, we had the first black man to swim across the water to a fight.
That's crazy.
And he was like 16.
Yeah,
and
I heard he was like 16.
He was a crew member on the boat that was trying to park while the security guy was telling them to move. So the guy was just doing his job.
Yeah. I knew that part. I didn't know the kid was part of the crew though.
Yeah. So the lady that was filming him was on that ferry that was trying to get to that spot.
Yeah. The view where we had with him throwing the hat, that view, yeah.
Was on the crew.
On that same boat, he was on not he, but the recorder was on.
Yeah, he jumped off the wall, off the boat.
Because I didn't know where I thought he was coming from.
I gotta run a quick
Another one.
Another one.
Like what we need puff up. What?
Sorry.
What's going on?
That's my fault, guys.
Sorry, we had to escort. Damn it, I couldn't think of nothing quick enough. We had to escort a furry creature that entered the building unexpectedly. Technical difficulties, but thank you for staying tuned. Yes, it was a furry creature. The name will remain nameless. But that is going to wrap it up for the wealthy wisdom for the day. Like I said, all you peers out there, anybody, you don't necessarily got to be a peer. If you got a kid, that's planning on going to a university, check out that one program first, the Arizona Promise. Check out that one so you can get some discounts on scholarship and all that stuff, or maybe even free. And then also look into this program. These engineers, man, like I'm saying, engineering is going to be the new $1 million making industry. That or driving trucks, but I'd rather have my kid in a nice air-conditioned building. Maybe not doing the robotics, even though that's probably what he would want to do. As long as the robotics aren't explosive. He can build robotics. Just something safer than truck driving. That's all I want. Truck driving, though. Did you hear about the UPS?
Yeah, it looked like
they said
100.
Yeah, I think it was like 170. Yeah,
here to drive.
It's ridiculous. But I heard too. Also, someone was like, "Oh, too bad you can't start as a driver. You got to like work your way up to it. So you got to like take that. You might have to take a little pay cut or something like that. Like, no, you got to show yourself to be a driver."
But I thought the whole thing behind it was like the UPS was like going to like a union, so like even those other jobs are all going to raise. So it won't just be just the driver.
Yeah, that one's just probably going to be the highest. So they're probably throwing it out there because like this is going to be.
This is where you can get to.
Yeah, because that's the same thing they did to me at Crescent Crown. Okay. Like once you get in there, that's every time you talk to a higher up, they're like, "Oh, so you think about getting your CDL? When you gonna get your CDL? Oh, yeah. You know, you make this much more if you get your CDL and you drive trucks. You get weekends off if you drive trucks. Like they're just always in your face. Like, you want to drive a truck? Want to drive? No, I don't want to drive that big ass truck. Like, I'm good on that. But we're gonna get into the next segment of the show, and I'm actually kind of happy because I haven't had to do this one in a while. We're gonna do some wacky wealth. What happened?
I'm sorry, my girlfriend's trying to tell me to take it home with me.
Oh,
I'm like, my uncle is not gonna let me take it home with me.
I think he needs to live in nature. We got some wacky wealth. We're gonna go through some odd money facts. How much? ¿Cuántos, señor? Okay.
You got 6 minutes.
Did you know that factories that make money are called mints?
Make addition money, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like how you try to silently seduce me all the time. I ain't falling for that shit. I don't like mints no more.
You do today. What?
I don't know if y'all ever seen that one.
All I think about, if I was like, I hate to say it, like
a
dominant,
like,
no black man, I always think about Terry Crews. Like, you know, like
when he was in
Friday.
And White Chicks?
And White Chicks, yep. Because in Friday, he was
Terry Crews was not in Friday.
And he was like...
Wait, maybe the other Fridays.
It was Friday after next when he called
yeah, the
Cat
other
Williams in the bathroom.
Fridays that ain't got fucking
Hey,
Tucker in there.
Stop all that squirming.
Did you know Martha Washington was the only woman to appear on U.S. currency? That's kind of an interesting one, though. Paper money isn't made of paper. Bet you didn't know that one. It's actually made of fabric. If you look at it closely, you can see little fabrics in it. Did you know that microwaving your bill can get the vending machine to accept it? Well, what if there's not a microwave around? Then what?
You just gotta take it home. Take it home, microwave it, then go back to the
then go back.
machine.
Right now, I think I'm gonna just take this L, man. I'm just only 8% of the world's currency is in physical money. I don't know. I kind of want to see if I can get an update on that. I just grabbed these facts. I wonder what date that came out, because I feel like that
8%.
I feel like it might be even less. I feel like it might even be less by now.
Yeah, like physical dollar, like
actual
paper dollars.
Mm-hmm.
I can believe that.
And they're saying the world.
I can believe
not the nation. I feel like it would be lower.
It might be lower. Well,
because I got $3 in my pocket.
There's times where I don't even have no actual dollars in my pocket. It's all on a card.
Yep, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like the majority of us don't carry cash. And then that's not even talking about big businesses.
Right.
They probably don't. Big businesses, they ain't got no cash.
Okay, think about the events. Like if you go to an event, they're cashless.
Yep. A lot of stuff is cashless now.
They don't want you to bring cash no more. Just download this app when you need it.
And that's crazy. I wonder if there's a prediction. I wonder if there's a prediction for when we're going to be at zero. Because you know it's coming eventually. You think it'll be in our lifetime?
I don't think it'll ever go to zero.
No?
There will be some form of a
zero on mass society level.
Oh yeah, well that's
because I mean there will always probably be like some around the corner, a little under the table, something, you know, bartering or whatever. But I mean, like on the sense of like
it would happen
within our lifetime. Yeah.
Our lifetime.
Like the point to where it's like you walking in the fries and they're like, we're cashless. Digital.
Yeah. There won't be no.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, depending on how deep we decide to go, maybe this could be for another one. But I mean, they've already showed you that. Like most
that
places
is possible.
Tell you we won't take more than a $20 bill anymore.
Yeah.
But we don't. There's no tens. You might get a $5 or a single dollar. And by that time, now everything is touchless. You don't even want to pull your card out anymore. You can just tap your phone on it. Some people can do it on their watches. They can just
got me too freaked out.
Like, you know what I mean? But if the masses all go to it and then it goes on a world scale to a digital currency, which I feel like that's what it's going to. Yeah, our look at our inflation and the value of our dollar. It's not going very far. But if
saying there was
digital money, I mean, places will take Bitcoin and crypto now.
Oh yeah,
versus your cash.
That's crazy because it's not even
like you want to pay with Bitcoin. I'm like,
that's interesting. I don't even know how to necessarily feel about that.
Right.
That's interesting. I probably wouldn't. I'd probably be like, nah, I'm good. I only got my like $16 sitting in there anyways, just chilling. But yeah, that's I think too, man. I think we might witness it before our lifetime, and like I'm thinking a decent amount, not a whole lot, but I think it's like not gonna be like, oh yeah, the year before I passed, we got to zero. I'm thinking we might like actually experience it, like a good 5-10. Yeah, that's what I mean.
We'll make it though.
Yeah,
at where we're at right now, I think
it's gonna suck though. I'm gonna be so mad. That transition is gonna be so frustrating, man. Because eventually we're gonna get rid of plastic too, and that's the one that's gonna be frustrating. Because I don't really want to go to my phone. I already feel like I don't even have anything on my iPhone, and that shit pops up all the time. So, like, I'm like, where's the security in that?
Right.
What if it pops up and falls out of my pocket? Someone just picks it up and they're like,
you know where that security comes from? When your kid gets older and becomes a cyber security agent.
right.
Keep your money.
I'm gonna tell him, like, all right, Javante, this is what we're doing. You're going to ASU, you're going to cybersecurity. This is how you're gonna become rich. Okay. Actually, I need to tell Alyssa because she's closer. Alyssa, that's what you're going to college for, cybersecurity. I know you want to do music and shit, but fuck that. Too risky. Cybersecurity, it's definite money. Definitely making money in that.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got. We got how much time do I got? I want to keep going, but I don't want to go over. I can't see the time on this thing. I hate this Facebook update. We started late though, right?
I think so.
I think he said we only had like 5 minutes. But there ain't nobody to stop me. Ha 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 ha. We're gonna go into the final segment of the day. This is one of my favorites, and this is called We Buildin' Boy. So this is a segment where we highlight either our guest or our a business of choice. And I don't think you ever got back to me. I did. I think I asked you if you had anything on the side or anything you wanted to promote or anything like that.
Nah, not too much, man. I'm just on the daily hustle, man.
Daily
like
hustle.
Definitely have been looking into more of this online affiliate marketing, helping out in the community, just getting more involved all the way around. Has allowed me to bring more joy to my life. So
definitely,
you know what I mean.
It's kind of crazy. We're gonna have to talk about affiliate marketing.
Yeah,
I've actually just been thinking heavy about that. I tested very, very lightly tested the waters once, and I want to get back into it. I think it's a decent move that you could do. You could set up.
So the big thing about it is, like, when I looked at it at first, I did it a long time ago, and but with everybody on our phones, on screens, I deliver part-time for Amazon Flex because it's good money. It's good side money. But if everybody's shopping online, and it's not hard to create a website, they do a lot of these free websites, and these companies want to pay you to advertise for them. So they'll give you a link, and all you do is post it. If it's something that you enjoy and you love, now you can just go on your Instagrams, you create a little
start the Emmy
link.
music.
Huh?
So you're gonna start the Emmy wrap it up music and stuff.
So you can actually create that for yourself. And if you just look up the statistics of how many people are online, how much shopping's done there, it's a crazy number.
Ouch.
And if we're gonna spend 3 to 4 hours on our phone anyways, why not make a little money behind it?
Right.
I'm on my phone like for 7 hours.
See, and I use a small number.
Right.
But
he's also a 27-year-old, 18-year-old.
I'm 18.
You're 27-year-old, 18-year-old.
There's a lot of different little things that I've tried. I just actually did one of those Shopify stores just to see how it worked.
Nice.
Just to see what it would do. If it turns out something good, great.
But,
it allows me to have something passively working for myself. So.
Right. Awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely looking into some affiliate marketing and possibly a website. Some, just like you said, just something passive so I can have. I just want to set up something so I can put more of time into stuff like this.
Right.
So if I can have something over here, and it doesn't have to be a lot, just maybe like $100 a month will help me out greatly. You know what I mean? I can put probably maybe not a whole day, but I could probably put a half a day of dedication to something related to this if I can have that passively collect for the month for me. You know what I mean? But I also wanted to give a shout out to
Drake.
Yeah, man. How'd you know?
For getting cut off at the Grammys.
No, I didn't. I don't give a fuck about no Drake, man. What the fuck you talking about? I want to give a shout out to
Don't do Drake like that. Don't do Drake like that. That's what you get. Cut off.
I want to give a shout out to Joshua Harrison and Casey's Woodshed for putting on a great show this past Thursday night. I had fell into a little bit of a pocket of free time, and I went on Facebook. I found his flyer. I don't even understand how we got connected or whatever, but I saw your flyer on my feed, and I took my lady on a last minute little random date, and we went to this comedy show. It was awesome. I'm not gonna lie, there wasn't a whole lot of people there, but it's just getting started. He's just getting started, so you guys need to go check him out. It's really, really funny show. They started off with some stand up a little bit. He had his judges. There was 3 judges that he had for the roast battle. It was a roast battle. It was a comedy show roast battle.
Okay.
He had 3 judges for the roast, and then the 3 judges came up and did maybe like a quick 30-minute set. So they did a little stand up. They did each like a little 30-minute stand up, and then the battle guys came up, and then they roasted each other, and it was 3 different battles.
Okay.
And then the judges just kind of chose which one. And it was a nice show, man. It was a nice show. They were good comics. The judges were crowd interacting and stuff like that too. They weren't just up there just like, with a script, just like, oh, this is my joke.
Right.
They like actually played with the crowd and everything like that. So I want to just give them shout out, man, for you guys helping me have a great random last minute Thursday night. I appreciate that, and my lady does too. And you can find Josh on Facebook at facebook.com/joshua.g.harrison. He's going to be putting on more shows, probably at Casey's Woodshed and other places. It was called Taking Shots Comedy Show and Roast. So once again, shout out to Joshua Harrison and Casey's Woodshed. And I want to give a round of applause too, also for my engineer of all engineers, the Jolly Brown Giant, Jimmy.
Thank you.
And I got another round of applause, and that's going to be for my superhuman guest for the day, possible new co-host, Mr. Frank the Tank.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Appreciate you coming and spending some time with us, sir. And last but not least, I've got you guys, my viewers, my supporters, the reason why I'm here, why I do this, y'all. But you know what? I think I'm over time. So on that note, peace.